Carolina cut it to 16.
Well, that's what Carolina wanted. They wanted the ball down the floor, take a quick shot, speed this thing up, and he just drilled it.
Yeah, Carolina brought some pressure, trying to speed it up and get some turnovers. Lob nicely done for Justin.
Anthony on the drive with a runner. Back in, volleyball style from Justin lying on the jump shot. They take the basketball to the rim. That's how we got to the free throw line 11 times.
I think that actually helps the Aztecs overall in their chances of making a Final Four.
Chip in by.
Again, you've talked a lot about confidence, and they have a little bit after the Syracuse game. And this one, as Pierce has it in the open floor, and he lays it in, and Carolina the steal. Black all the way. Missed the layup. There's Pierce with the putback.
Bryson Goodine off the Syracuse bench misfires on his first attempt. There's the middle of that zone we talked. You see, Sidibe is already nearly at a double-double. 9 points, 10 rebounds.
And Roy Williams not happy about that. He felt as though that was the exact same call that Cole Anthony was getting the offensive foul on that Buddy Boeheim used.
An offensive team. Had the Spartans on the ropes for a while in the corner. Keelan misses. And Justin Pierce gets the offensive board. And the Tar Heels will get a fresh 20. Keeling attacking Helms, who has 2 fouls. Pierce!
Pierce, Miller, Playtech, Keeling, and Anthony. Here's the drive. And the lay-in.
That was just a
Team to the other end. Swings it. Stanley for 3. Keeling with a rebound. Brooks, Bacon, and Black all on the bench with 2 fouls in his patchwork Carolina lineup trying to navigate its way through the last 2 minutes. Pierce doing a pretty good job.
North Carolina has been a different team in this game. A 2-3 zone by Duke now. 2 excellent defenders up top in Bullwire and Jones. Cannot pick up your dribble. Have to penetrate this off the dribble. You beat man-to-man with a pass. You beat a zone with dribble penetration.
Pierce from the elbow. Gets a very friendly roll. And yeah, Bacon's played hard.
Sticking with the 2-3 zone. Once it's in the middle, Carolina can still attack the rim.
Pierce. Yes.
Pierce.
Anthony off balance. Very tough shot, but Pierce is there.
Type of day. In fact, he was the big factor of beating Syracuse up at the zone. Like 27 and 16.
Pierce, 3 and a huge shot.
Cole Anthony, step back 3. Can't connect this time, but perfect position.
C-State hoop on their last possession. So a 5-point game. We're nearly midway through the second half now.
That shot by Johnson. Look, he can make that, but he didn't make North Carolina guard at all.
Pierce is open. Dixon lunged at him. It was too late.
So glad to see him back on the court.
Brooks from the free throw line. It rims out. With 3 more points. I'd go with Bobby Hurley.
I knew you would go with Bobby Hurley, and that's the answer I was looking for. The reason that Bobby Hurley went to Duke is because he was under the assumption that because of the Malloy relationship with Kenny, he is a team-first guy. I don't care what the reputation may be. This is a guy that I've coached, spent a lot of time with. He's a team-first guy. So much to where last year he actually bought his team headphones for Christmas at Oak Hill. Now, I'm still looking for my pair of headphones because I don't have them and I never received them. But the rest of the team did. But that's who he is as a basketball player, as a person.
Properly.
It's hard to, especially when you've got to do 5-on-0 and you can't get live action in the mix. But, you know, unfortunately for Jim Larinaga, this isn't the first time he's dealt with this. He dealt with this the entire season a year ago, and they played with 7 scholarship players for the majority of the season.
Pierce with 3.
Long distance and knocked in from three-point land by Jalen Cone, who's only hitting 56% from 3.
That's all? Young man had a big game against Syracuse on the road and got the attention.
Now Pierce with an answer, and I mean that's fake by Nolly. Can't stick it. Rebound won't drop. Radford with a miss and picked up by the Tar Heels.
And Radford with the wingspan, and you talk about, Coach Young says, you know, you see him go out and make plays and get offensive rebounds that you wouldn't expect from a guy his size. Unable to finish, but Justin Pierce knocking down his second three-pointer.
And North Carolina has an opportunity to build a decent lead going into the locker room.
And Obi, one of the things that, you know, we have to be concerned about in this game, Landers Nolley, who is a shooter and scorer.
Tonight did not travel from Chapel Hill. Started the loss at Pitt, playing 32 minutes. That was a week after being hit by an impaired driver in a car accident. Rolling inside, and Pierce, a 6'7" graduate student.
4 straight games. Okay, we need to get this out of the way. But you could tell talking to him early, it wasn't something that he really ever set out to achieve. And of course, if there's anyone that he holds at the highest regard is Dean Smith, he doesn't feel as though he's in that same category, and that record would put him ahead of Dean on the wins list.
I'll tell you what, 59. Francis left alone. Long distance, but it's in and out. Oh, right down the lane. Pierce picks it up and lays it in.
Speaking of having a night, just...
Man, they are always one of the older teams in college basketball. Third attempt.
Yeah, 3 opportunities.
Robinson with a step on McGowan's. Tough shot by Pierce, and he can't get the roll.
Another offensive rebound, though, in the bucket. And again...
Georgia Tech turns it over. We showed you Anthony Harris. Remember, no Cole Anthony. Monday will mark 3 weeks. The timetable was 4 to 6 for him as Justin Pierce.
There's leadership that's oozing out of him. After every play, whether it's him scoring or his team doing something positive, looking into the eyes of his guys, most notably Armando Bacon, saying, let's go.
Pierce wide open.
16. Credit to Georgia Tech, weathered the storm in a fight of their own in response.
The lob for Pierce from Robinson. Flooring Leaky Black to shoot that. He's on the glass. And the tip rolls down for Justin Pierce.
With a victory here tonight. Carolina by 2. Francis trying to add to that. Scrappy in the paint. And finally, they get... Now coming from Reynoldsburg, Ohio. His dad played at Ohio State. The thing about Francis, too, is everybody loves him. They respect his story. They respect him getting... He's had a hard time talking about that. He says that when the time comes that he would pass Dean Smith as Justin Pierce, ESPN app. Of course, his son KJ playing here, wearing his old number 30 that still hangs in the rafters at the Smith Center. And Kenny Smith, a frequent visitor to the Dean Dome this year. Yale now, by the way, with 5 straight misses from the field. And Pierce midway through the second half. And the shot clock now in single digits. Mahoney, Aaron's shot. Anthony Harris finding Pierce. And they're giving life to an offense that has struggled. Francis with the miss. Pierce the rebound and the putback.
Right on lay in. Nice move. And nobody at home defensively inside. A little pump, they bite, and a blow by. 9 at 6 for the entry. Here's underneath, off the window, and 1. How about that?
Yeah, the transfer from William & Mary just can't get anything to go.
Admont Gilder Could not finish. Here come the Tar Heels in transition. Good pass. Extra pass. Pierce will try again. This time it goes down. He averaged 19 points a game last year. Good cut from Kispert, but that shot was challenged and knocked away.
Mark Few wanted a foul as Justin Pierce was able to challenge that. Pierce is a good athlete. Good fake there.
Pierce gets the bounce pass from Brooks and lays it in. Francis against the double team. Pierce puts it in.
Make him switch.
Stolen away by Pierce. Looked like he was thinking dunk on the way up.
7-8 minutes against Oregon when Cole Anthony had to come out of the game with foul trouble. Did a really good job running the team.
Son of Kenny Smith.
Kenny the Jet.
Kenny the Jet.
All-time great players here in North Carolina.
Pierce. And gets it to go. And you can hear the inside, an easy two for Caleb Wesson.
And that's where Ohio State needs to go every time. Put Caleb Wesson down the low post, let him go to work. If he passes it out, then he can play off it.
Pierce for three. Yes!
Does in white. What does number 3 do in white? What does 32 do in white? And you hope that it carries over in the short prep that you have. It's not about names. It's not about plays that they run. Individual traits of what each guy do and try to take something away.
Late Tech able to give off, gives to Keeling, and now Pierce. He's able to bury it. The grad.
North Carolina came in thin and got thinner while they were here. It will severely test everything you do.
Pierce trying to pull it back and then does.
Yeah.
Shackelford did pick his head up. He had a streaky Lewis heading towards the basket, and now Pierce with the step in and the throw down. Well, that's the number one thing that he does well, is shoot it from deep, and we saw it playing for Bob Huggins in West Virginia. Baycott inside, Pierce the bucket.
7 for the Phoenix.
Black is on the bench for North Carolina. Turn around for Pierce.
This bona fide star.
There's Baycott. You wanted him down on the block. He misses, but the tap is good to bring. Black spinning. Nearly scoring. Pierce follows it up with 2. Trouble with the catch underneath.
The confidence. Such a cool customer. That's what is alarming from Cole Anthony so early. I mean, that's what really stands out.
Nice seal underneath by Pierce and the
hustling defensively. Now Keeling will look to push it with Anthony. Platek is there for the board, so it'll stay with the Heels.
That was a great play by Leshevsky to disrupt that shot.
Here's Pierce, another graduate transfer. Anthony drives on Hub. Strong up, can't get it to go, but